Yes, sir. There's other ways of learning about the behind feet of a mule than getting kicked by 'em. Shows I'm named Remus. And just 'cause these here tales is about critters like Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox, that don't mean they ain't the same like can happen to folks. So them what can't learn from a tale about critters just ain't got their ears tuned for listening. Like as not, they too busy going along all mixed up with their own troubles. Like the time that Miss Sally and Mr. John was coming down to the plantation.
Mama.
Yes, Johnny?
Where are we going to Grandma's?
Well, I told you, dear. For a visit.
Why don't you come to see us like she did last spring?
Because I thought you'd enjoy seeing the plantation.
Is Grandma mad at us?
Well, of course not, Johnny. Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, Georgie says everybody's mad what Daddy writes in the newspaper. Don't Grandma read the newspaper? Don't she?
She does. And she likes what's in it.
John, please.
Are you mad at each other, too?
Why, no, dear. Of course not.
Gracious goodness, Johnny, we's almost there. Listen. You ain't never heard no frogs like them in Atlanta.
You know what they're saying? Nitty, nitty.
Honest?
Honest?
Nitty, nitty.
You know, when I was your age, I used to catch lots of them. Remember one time I hid a whole box of them over in your grandma's milk house. And they got loose.
Yes, and I remember what you got for doing it, too.
Well, it was old Uncle Remus's fault, you know. He told me that story about Brer Frog.
The tale about him having a tail and losing it?
That's it. Only, how can there be a tail
when there ain't no tail?
Aunt Tempe.
What is it, child?
Is Uncle Remus real?
Real? Of course he's real. You just wait till you hear him tell a tale about Brer Rabbit. Then you know he's real.
Welcome home, my daughter. Oh. And you too, sir. Oh, it's good to have a man in the house again. Turn round here, young man, and let me have a look at you. You favor your grandfather more every time I see you. Toby?
Yes, Miss Doshi?
This is my grandson, Johnny, and he's the apple of my eye. Now, you take good care of him and show him our plantation. And if he gets into trouble, you see that he gets out of it.
Yes.
I hope you're a noisy boy. I love noisy children. It makes it so much easier to tell where they are and what they're up to.
Aunt Tempe, is that Uncle Remus?
Uncle Remus? No, honey, that's just Ned.
Come on. I showed the big grandpa clock.
I've been hearing about the clatter you've raised in Atlanta, thumping for cotton mills, railways, and heaven knows what.
Miss Dorsey, where do you want me to put this trunk?
Put it in the... Oh, well, never mind. Perhaps I better show him myself. Come along. Now, be careful you don't...
Sally. Well, what are you going to tell her? Have you changed your mind, or are you still going to stay?
Oh, I have to stay, John. It wouldn't be fair to Mama. She has enough responsibility. I'm not going to saddle her with ours.
But it's only for a short time. And she'll be only too glad to take care of Johnny.
When that big cane gets straight up, watch out. What'd I tell you?
Oh, Miss Doshi, Sally wants Johnny to stay here for a while with you.
What will you do?
Well, I'm going back, and I want Sally to go with me.
It's no use, John. I'm not going back.
Then I'll have to go without you. I'd better hurry or I'll miss my train.
Miss it. You won't regret it.
Daddy, you're going back?
Yes, son.
Why?
I have to.
But you've never left Mama and me before.
Oh, I know. But I've got a job to do. And you've got one, too. Taking care of Mother and Grandmother. You do that now for me, won't you? Bye, son. Bye, Miss Dosha. Bye, Sally.
Daddy, don't go. Please, Daddy, please. I won't stay here. If you go, I'm going too.
Listen now to what I say. That's how the critters got them laid.
The leopard's pappy got to go from Eton to my speckled trout. His mammy dreamed of polka dots.
That's how the leopard got his spots. That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said. Speckled trout and polka dots.
That's how the leopard got his spots.
More, tell us more.
The camel crossed the desert sands with all them mighty caravans. His bed was full of sandy lumps.
That's how the camel got those humps. That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said. Sandy bed was full of lumps.
That's how the camel got those humps.
More, tell us more.
The pig, he saw his monkey friend a-swinging by his other end. He tried the same thing on a rail. That's how the pig got a curly tail.
Yes, sir. That's the way with Brer Rabbit. Shows I'm named Remus. By the time he get it stuck in his mind that there ain't nobody can outdo him, up somebody jump and do him scandalous. What you laughing about, says Brer Fox, says he. And Brer Rabbit, he couldn't say nothing. Well, then, says Brer Fox, says he, I'll settle your hash right now. And with that, he grabbed Brer Rabbit by the tail and made for to dash him again the ground. But just then, Brer Rabbit's tail snapped off real short, and he tucked through the cotton patch like the dog was after. And from that day to this, the only tail that Brer Rabbit's got to his name was a little old ball of cotton.
And what happened to Brer Fox, Uncle Remus?
Won't do to put out too much cloth for to cut one pair of pants.
Uncle Remus, you tell the best tales in the whole United States of Georgia.
Oh, the child, you should have heard me tell him when I could tell him. I bound you to bust the buttons off your whatchamacallums. When Miss Sally was your age, she used to sit just as you sitting right now and laugh till she could laugh no more.
Uncle Remus! Uncle Remus! Rosie, Mussy, have you seen Johnny? Poor Miss Sally, she's been looking high and low for that child.
You sure ain't been down to listen to one of your tales.
Of course, when not see him.
How come you let that boy get out of your sight? Didn't Miss Dosha tell you to take care of him?
Come on, Chloe, us got to find him before Miss Sally goes out of her mind.
Miss Tempe, you tell Miss Sally the boy's with me.
What do you mean he's with you?
Never mind. You just tell her what I said.
Come on, Toby, get your... Yeah, go.
bless my soul. Ah, there now. Done gone and got something in your eye. And I ain't surprised. Things blowing around here the way they does. Nah. Appears to me like you's figuring on going someplace.
I am. And nobody's gonna stop me.
Well, now, if that don't bang my time. You know, I was just figuring on doing something like that myself. How'd you like old Uncle Remus to go along with you? Now, let's see now. Where are we figuring on going? How can we be going someplace if we don't know where we're going?
I'm going to Atlanta.
Half a long walk to Atlanta. Is you bring some grub?
No.
Well, now, we ain't got no grub. We sure can't get very far. Suppose we stops by my place and picks up some cornbread. And maybe some sweet potatoes? To be sure, honey. Give me a hand. I need your young eyes in the dark. Sort of late in the day to be starting on such a long trip, ain't it?
Well, you don't have to go just because you said you would.
Well, now, I ain't heard nobody say nothing about not going. Of course I'll go.
And I'm not coming back. You're laughing at me.
At you, honey? No, sir. I was laughing because they're exactly the words that old Brer Rabbit used the time that he lit out from his briar patch. And I ain't never coming back neither. Yes, sir, them was his very words. Well, reckon I better be getting my things together so we can be leaving.
What'd you say about Brer Rabbit?
Which Brer Rabbit was that, honey?
Why, you said something about Brer Rabbit.
Who? Me? I might have said something about him day before yesterday. But it done gone clean off my mind.
Why, you said there was a tale about Brer Rabbit not coming back to his briar patch.
Oh, bless my soul, child. I sure did. And if I don't tell you about him, you're going to pester me till I does. So what's the odds? It ain't no great tale, nohow.
Is that the same Brer Rabbit that got away from the fox?
Well, don't you know? There ain't but one Brer Rabbit. Now, you just set yourself down here and listen. With both ears wide open. Because this Brer Rabbit, he is the outdoorest, the most bodacious critter in the whole world. Now, this here tale didn't happen just yesterday, nor the day before. 'Twas a long time ago. And in them days, everything was mighty satisfactory. The critters, they was closer to the folks, and the folks, they was closer to the critters. And if you'll excuse me for saying so, 'twas better all round. Yes, sir, honey. It happened on one of them zippity-doo-dah days. Now, that's the kind of day when you can't open your mouth without a song jump right out of it. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's the truth. It's actual.
Everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Yes, sir. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day.
Oh, plenty of sunshine in the wind.
Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, feeling this way. Zoom, 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 boom, 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 boom. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It is the truth. It's actual. Huh? Why is that bluebird? Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
Doggone brown pat, doggone old place like this. Doggone, keep on.
Howdy, Brer Rabbit.
Who that call my name? Oh, hello, Uncle Remus.
Appears to me that you was in a powerful bad mood to go to the party.
I ain't going to no party, 'cause I ain't gonna be here. I'm gonna leave this old place.
You mean you leaving your old briar patch?
That I is.
The place where you was born and raised?
That I is.
You mean leaving for good?
That I... Ow! Now, see that? That old briar patch ain't brought me nothing but trouble. Ow! And more trouble. This where the trouble is, and this the place I belongs away from.
Don't you know you can't run away from trouble?
Well, I'm glad there ain't gonna be no trouble.
There ain't no place that far.
Well, just the same, I done made up my mind, and I ain't never coming back. Well, so long, Uncle Remus.
Sure hope you knows what you was doing.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
He left his old troubles behind, all right, but he was heading straight for a whole mess of brand new troubles.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity.
First news he knows, there he dangled twixt the heavens and the earth. First he's scared he gonna fall. Then he's scared he ain't gonna fall.
He yanking, he pulling, he heaving, he haul. But for no use.
He knows somebody caught him all right, and he sort of expects he knows who that somebody is.
And sure enough, up on Chickapin Hill where he lived, who should hear the ruckus but old Brer Fox. And when that old scamp see he done caught Brer Rabbit, he holler out,
I got him. I got that old rabbit. I sure has got him. I got the old rabbit to stop for sure.
And with that, he grab up his axe and make ready for to settle Brer Rabbit's hash right now. Now, Brer Rabbit, being little and without much strength, he's supposed to use his head instead of his foot. And that's exactly what he's starting to do when he hear old Brer Bear come ambling down the road.
Zip-a-dee-doo-dah, zip-a-dee-hey, zip-da-da-da-da, wonderful day. Zip-a-dee-doo-dah.
Howdy, Brother Bear. How do you do?
Da-da-da.
How you come on?
What you doing up there?
Oh, keeping
the cornfield. I was making $1 a minute.
$1 a minute?
D-Dot is. Would you like to make $1 a minute, Brother Bear?
Yeah, but...
You know, you'd make a mighty fine scarecrow, Brother Bear.
Thanks.
How'd you like to have this job?
Yeah. No. I couldn't take your job.
No, that's all right. You... But I have made enough money. I got all I want. You need money. Yeah, you take my job.
I couldn't do it.
You're welcome. You is more than welcome.
Thank you, Brother Rabbit.
That's all right. So long, Brother
I'll
Bear.
never forget to...
Goodbye.
I just don't know how to thank you enough.
Goodbye.
But I sure really might...
You're welcome. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so long.
I just don't know how to thank you enough. But I sure really might...
You're welcome. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so long, brother. So long, brother.
Wonderful.
Oh, no!
$1 a minute.
What you doing?
Howdy, bro. Thanks,
Get out of my trap!
Hey.
Hey!
I was making $1 a minute.
You was not making $1 a minute, you rabbit thief. You just making a fool out yourself.
I was too making $1 a minute.
Get him out, Brother Fox. Clip me the hand, Brother Bear. Y'all get together.
Look at that rabbit. Look at him standing over there. See that? See that? He done made a fool out you fool.
He did?
Of course he did. He just...
Well, then. I'm just gonna...
You keep out his brother back. He's mine. He's mine.
Please.
I caught him. I'm on him. He's mine. I got you, Bear Rabbit. Let go. I got him, brother back. He's mine. I caught him. He's mine. Let go now. Let go now. He's mine. Look at that. I got you, Bear Rabbit.
I got him, Bear Fox. I got him, Bear Fox. I got it.
So Brer Rabbit took his foot in his hand and put out for home, where he belonged. And just like I told him in the first place, you can't run away from trouble. There ain't no place that far.
His foot in his hand, Uncle Remus?
Sure, honey. That's just a way of saying that he run as fast as he could, straight back to his briar patch.
Where's Brer Rabbit's briar patch?
Why? Well, now, let me see. That I can't exactly say, because I ain't been keeping close track as I used to. But...
Do you think we could find it?
Find it? Of course we could. But what's the use of speculating on that when we's going away?
You think we ought to go, Uncle Remus?
Not go? After I done fixed all this grub?
But you said it was a mighty long walk.
But we's going together, ain't we? What's done come over you, honey?
Well, Brer Rabbit.
Oh, what's Brer Rabbit got to do with this? And just when I had a kind of hankering for the go.
Well, if you really want to go, Uncle Remus.
Oh, never mind, honey. Never mind. I can give it up if you care.
Remus! Uncle Remus, I can't find Johnny no place, and I'm supposed to take care of him.
Well, what do you know about that?
I reckon he done for Uncle Remus. He might have got himself lost. He might have fell in the mill pond. And he might have got ate up. Why, it's him. It sure is. Ain't nobody else. Hey, like that, Uncle Remus. It's him.
Maybe it's just his ghost.
Is you? No, sir. That's him. That's him, all right. Uh-oh.
What's the matter, Toby?
I was just thinking. He sure's going to catch it when he get home. Guess I better take my foot in my hand, Uncle Remus, and get it going.
Hold on now. I reckon you better let old Uncle Remus go along with you.
Tempe.
Yes, sir.
Tempe, go and find Uncle Remus and see if Johnny's with him.
Never mind, Tempe. Now maybe I can get some sleep.
Think they're waiting for me?
They ain't passing the time of day.
Son, where have you been?
Laws, Miss Sally, didn't Sis Tempe tell you he was with me?
Yes, she told me, but it's so long past Johnny's bedtime.
To be sure, Miss Sally. I was telling them a tale about Brer Rabbit, and I plumb forgot the time.
Well, I don't mind your telling him stories, Uncle Remus, but you know perfectly well it's too late for him to be out.
Yes, it won't happen again, Miss Sally.
I'm sure it won't. Well, son, let's run along upstairs and get ready for bed.
Miss Doshi, John forgot his bundle.
Didn't I tell you to run along home before you more take the stick out?
You and your stories.
Miss Dozier, what else going to do about that child?
I wish I knew. A grandmother doesn't count for much these days.
Yes, it's a pity, too. What that child needs is his paw.
And that's what his mother needs, but I'm afraid it's going to take a little while for her to find that out.
Might cut the time down a piece, Miss Dozier, if you just drafts a word.
If I want your advice, I'll ask for it. I'm a stubborn old woman, Uncle Remus.
Yes, Miss Dozier, I knows that. Well, good night.
Good night.
You ain't mad with me, is you, Miss Dozier?
You meddling old rascal. Of course I'm not mad with you.
Look here, I brought you some. Ooh, he's beautiful. Morning, Bird Frog. How do you do? Say me deep, Bird Frog. He got to be in the water before he said that. Where'd you get him? The mill pond? Yeah. How come you know that? My daddy, he told me. He's caught lots of them. Let's go down after breakfast and get some more. Yeah, maybe Uncle Remus will let us use his frog box. Come on, Bird Frog, say it.
Johnny, are you awake? Good morning, dear.
Morning.
Did you have a nice sleep?
Yes, sir. Come on, take it.
Here we are now. Let's hurry out and get dressed.
Do I have to wear that suit?
Yes, dear. Daddy's mother's coming to see us today.
And the collar, too?
Yes, dear, of course. She made it for you herself. She wanted to see how nice it looks on you.
But Toby and I were going frog hunting.
Well, that's all right, darling. You can go another day. Now get dressed and come on down to breakfast.
Just looking at the smell fine won't hurt your clothes now. No fun just to look. Sure it is. Besides, us gotta take Bill Frog back, can't we? We leave him around here and I'll get stomped on, run over, or lost. You look mighty sad. Like you miss your family. Oh, you never see your ma or pa again. Well, guess just taking him back ain't frog hunting. Horse thing, come on. If you take this here horse, we can get there heap quicker. Here. How far is it? Just a little piece over there, round the bend. Come on, I'll beat you. Whoa, stay waiting there. You can't cut across there. Why not? That's why. Sure, look out, what's that for? That's what the wind blowing, good or bad. And if it's blowing toward the bull, that ain't good. Cause then he smell you coming and catch you on his horn show. The best way is to don't cut across there at all. Get!
He's the runt.
Yeah. This is my puppy. You leave him alone.
Oh, go on, Jenny. Ha, 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 ha.
Them the favor boys. My ma don't allow me play with them. Your ma don't either, if she catch you.
You let go of him before I knock your head clean off. Where'd you get them funny-looking clothes?
Yeah.
Look at that lace collar. Look, Joe. What's your name, little girl? Look at the little girlie wearing a lace collar, wearing a lace collar, wearing a lace collar, wearing a lace collar.
You can have him. For keeps? If you'll be nice to him. They were gonna drown him. His name was Teensy.
Teensy. Gee, he's beautiful.
You can have it if you want it. Guess Teensy wants a boat ride. What's your name? Johnny? What's yours? Jenny. That's a pretty name. It's the bluebirds on my shoulder. It is the truth. It's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
take that puppy right back where it come from, just like your ma told you, and don't you waste no time doing it, neither.
You're my puppy, and that's all there is to it. If I take you back, that Jake Favors will drown you.
Old Brer Possum got a trick. How come he gets so fat? When trouble come along, he play like that. Now who wants to live like that? Well, I do, I surely do. I can't see nothing wrong. While other folks is worried, I'm sleeping all day long. Well, I do, I surely do. It's funny, but it's true. That's what I am so positive I absolutely wants to do.
Well, bless my soul. How you come by that? Ain't that one of them Favors dogs? You been playing with them boys?
No, Uncle Remus.
Then I ask you, where he come from? You better turn around and tote that dog right back.
But he's mine. Jenny gave him to me.
What your ma gonna say when you come home with that dog? She ain't gonna allow you to have no mangy, no-count puppy like that.
Not in the house, maybe. But it might be all right if you kept him.
Now, hold on there. Now, hold on. You don't expect old Uncle Remus to keep that dog. Why I gonna get stuff to feed him?
But I would...
And furthermore, you'd be hollering and squalling all night. And then you got to be letting him out and letting him in. I sure ain't got time to be fooling with no dog. Of course, I don't expect a little dog like that eat very much. And it ain't like you can't get used to all that hollering and squalling, but it's this here letting in and letting out. Of course, I got a little corner what ain't being used. Laws, ain't he a ugly little critter?
He's not ugly.
He might grow up to be all right. Then again, he mightn't. Come here, you little rascal. Look at that. Doggone if he don't act like he think I'm gonna take him. Got a nice little tail, too.
Trouble, 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 fly away. Wake up early in the morning. When the ding-dong ring, look up. Going down to the kitchen room. It's the same old thing. Want to get a bite of something for that hungry look. Look up. Stick your finger in the dumpling. Get your trouble with the cook. Let the rain pour down. Let the cold wind blow. Gonna stay right here in the home. Trouble, 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 fly away. Have the trouble with the weaver. Never did like that. Look up. Got the cotton full of leaver. Like a hypocrite's hat when the weaver gets the cotton. Everybody feels low. Look up. There ain't nothing on the table. When the dinner horn blows, let the rain pour down.
Now, you Favor boys, go on home. Ain't I done told you? Go on away. Ain't no ifs and ands about it. Stop pestering me about this here dog. I ain't gonna give him to you unless Johnny tells me to. He's your dog, ain't he?
Of course he is. Jenny gave him to me. Turn her to give. Let's do hers. That dog's ours. And we're gonna take him. You're not gonna take him. He's mine.
If I hears one more word about this here puppy, I'm going straight to Miss Sally. I'll do it sure as I'm named Remus.
We'll get him yet. You'll see. Yeah.
Johnny. Don't you pay no attention to them. If they makes trouble, you just tell my ma. 'Cause Ma says if I give him to you, he's yours. Remember, you just tell my ma. She'll whale the daylights out of him.
Well, honey, you sure got yourself in a peck of trouble. You is wuss'n Brer Rabbit when it comes to sticking your foot in it.
Sticking my foot in, Uncle Remus?
To be sure. Just like Brer Rabbit when he took and stuck his foot into something he don't know nothing about and ain't had no business mixing up with in the first place. Ain't you never heard that tale?
Not yet, Uncle Remus.
Oh, then me are fairly gracious. I sure ought to told you about that. Well, sir, once upon a time, not your time, nor yet my time, but one time, I was going fishing. And I was just thinking how the flowers and critters is curious things. They can look in your heart and tell when it sings. If it's whistling a tune or singing a song, they'll all say howdy when you come along.
Howdy, Uncle Remus.
Good morning. Good morning, girls.
Hello, Uncle Remus.
Oh, good morning, Miss Nellie.
How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Say it pretty good. How do you do? Pretty good, sure as you're born. What goes up is sure to come down. Penny lost is a penny found. And how do you howdy back? This for that and tit for tat. How do you do?
Fine, how are you? How you come on?
Pretty good, sure as you're born.
Stop jumping, Brer Rabbit. You'll run out of breath. Why don't you sit down and calm yourself?
Well, the grasshopper jump, so do the flea. I do what I like and I suits me.
I don't know where you gonna fetch up at. I surely don't. How do you do?
Fine, how are you?
How you come on?
Pretty good, sure as you're born.
The weather's good, the fishing's fine. Now, what do you do with all your time?
Oh, a zigs and a zags, a twos and a froze. That's what you ask me, that's what you know. How do you do?
Fine, how are you?
How you come on?
Pretty good, sure as you're born.
Mind out, Brer Rabbit. Better mend your ways. You's heading for trouble one of these days.
Warning, that rabbit is wasting your breath.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
Doggone, that Brer Rabbit is sure a caution. He sure is.
You mark my words. That's a fact. That young scamp is going to put his foot in it one of these days.
Of course, I didn't know it at the time, but Brer Rabbit was heading straight for trouble. 'Cause up on Chickapin Hill, at the edge of the big woods, old Brer Fox was powerful curious about the whereabouts of Brer Rabbit.
Here he come, right now. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, yes, the head. Gotta have the head, gotta get the head right quick. Need about this much tar, yes, just about this much. I expect it's just about right for the head. That biggity old rabbit won't get away this time. No, sir, gonna catch him sure. I'll catch him sure.
That's what you said the last time before, and the time before that, and look. Let's just knock his head clean off.
Oh, no, indeed. Ain't nothing smart about that. I'm gonna show him who the smartest is. And the tar baby will do the rest. It's sure gonna fool him. Yes, sir. It's sure gonna fool him.
It ain't gonna fool nobody. It ain't got no eyes.
Eyes? Oh, yes, indeed, eyes. I'm glad I thought of that. Let me see now. Let me see about just about this size. Now, let me see. Oh, yes, a nose, too. Got to have a nose. Need one of those very, very badly. Got to have a nose. This is sure gonna do the trick. Just looking more natural all the time.
Well,
it even begin to fool me. You know what I mean?
It ain't got no hair.
Hair?
But now, don't...
Now. All right, come on, we have the law. Come on. Us ain't got all day. Come on. That rabbit's coming down the road. minute. Everything got to be just right. Yes, indeed, just right. Let me see now. Let me see. Maybe he ought to have a hat. Maybe he do need a hat. Now, maybe if he had...
He got one.
Huh? What's that? Here he come. Here he come now. Hurry. Hurry. Got a little low. Come on. Got a little low. Come on. Look at that rascal scampering down the road. Lord, you don't know. Be quiet. Shh. I'll fix him. I'll kill him. Whoa. Yes, sir. Old Brer Fox, he get the tar baby fixed up just in the nick of time. 'Cause right then, Brer Rabbit come dancing down the road, lippity-clippity, just as sassy as a jaybird. Till by and by, he spied that tar baby. Then he sing out, "How do you do?" Brer Rabbit wait for the tar baby to say, "Fine, how are you?" But the tar baby, he don't say nothing, and Brer Fox, he lay low. So, Brer Rabbit tried again. "How do you do?" But the tar baby ain't saying nothing. Then Brer Rabbit scratch one ear with his off behind foot and allow he gonna find out why he can't get no answer. Then he says he,
Whoa, what's the matter with you? I said howdy. Is you hard to hear? I said howdy.
But the tar baby, he don't say nothing. And Brer Fox, he lay low. Oh, I hope he hear him. I hope it works. I sure hope it do. Brer Rabbit allow it's up to him to teach the stuck-up stranger some manners. And he said,
"Look, if you don't say howdy time I counts 3, I'm gonna bust you wide open."
But the tar baby, he don't say nothing, and Brer Fox, he lay low. Be quiet. Be quiet. Don't make no noise. Shh. So Brer Rabbit, he start counting. 1. But the tar baby ain't said nothing. Brer Fox lay low and chuckle in his stomach. 2. But still the tar baby don't say nothing. Brer Fox, he lay low with the fidgets. 2 1/2. Shh. 3. Yeah. Turn me loose. I got it. Turn me loose, I'll poke you again. Let me go. Brer Rabbit, he push and he pull and he heave and he haul. He kick and he squeal and he blubber and he bawl. But the more he thrash around, the worse off he get. Till he's so stuck up he can scarcely move his eyeballs.
Yeah, how you come on?
He's wishing he'd never been born.
About you and me.
Well, Brother Rabbit, you sure looks like a sport, all stuck up in your swallowtail coat. Don't you look good in this coat? I ain't never seen nobody that good before.
Let me say...
Other folks' business, you mine's the best.
Don't say no more. We see the rest.
We sure do. We don't need to see nobody else.
What I'm going to say is...
He's a pretty smart fella, the folks all say.
Yeah, knows a lot of tricks.
But he forgot him today. He forgot everything, didn't he, Brother Bear? Well, sir, you ain't never seen nobody that had humble come tumbleness down as fine as what Brer Rabbit had it been. Poor little critter. He learned a powerful lesson, but he learned it too late. But it just goes to show you what comes of mixing up with something you got no business with in the first place. And don't you never forget it.
How'd Brer Rabbit get away, Uncle Remus?
Who say he get away?
Brer Rabbit always gets away.
Don't you be too sure. Ain't I done told you that Brer Rabbit being little without much strength, he's supposed to use his head instead of his foot.
Did he? Sure he did.
Now who's telling this here tale?
You are.
Then you just sit and do the listening.
Well, sir, there he was, sitting in the middle of the road, just like you sitting in that chair. Only he's all mixed up with that tar baby. And it sure looked like the end of the finish for poor little Brer Rabbit. 'Cause old Brer Fox was fixed to barbecue him for dinner, right then and there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just in a minute now. Won't be long now. Dinner going to be ready in a minute now. All you have to do is put a few more sticks on the fire. Get fire going good. Oh, excuse me. You is going to stay for dinner, ain't you, Brer Rabbit? We ain't going to take no excuses now. We just love to have you for dinner.
Wouldn't we just love to have him for dinner, Brother Bear? Ain't that just what you've been saying?
No, sir. What I said was, I'm gonna knock his head clean off.
No, indeed, not that. No, stop. Wait, no, wait a minute. No, you can't do that. No.
Look, just look.
No, see, he's mine. I caught him, and you keep your hands off.
But look, I'm gonna knock his head.
No, that's too quick. We're gonna make him suffer, and I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it.
But look.
Oh, I know, I got it right in the back of my little head. I know what we're gonna do. What's
now, look. I'm gonna knock his head.
Go ahead, Brother Bear. Come on, knock my head clean off.
Now, see that?
Yes, sir. But please don't fling me in that briar patch. Now, look here, you keep out there. This ain't none of your business. Maybe I'll hang him. That's it. I'll hang him. Hang him by the neck till he's dead. Hang me if you like, Brother Fox, huh? Go ahead. But don't fling me in that briar patch. Well, I ain't got no rope for the hanging, so I expect I'll have to skin you. Yeah, sure. What's that? I said I'm gonna skin you. Skin me? Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Skin me if you like, Brother Fox. But there's one thing I don't want you to do. Huh? What's that? Brother Fox, I mean, whatever you do, Brother Fox, whatever you do, please, Brother Fox, please don't fling me in that briar patch. Briar patch? Briar patch. I'm glad I thought of that. Yes, indeed, I sure am glad I thought of that. But you ain't gonna fling me in there, is you? Who, me? Oh, no. We ain't gonna do that. No, sir. We wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that, Brother Bear.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna take back this child, is it?
No. You just gonna knock his head clean off.
Oh, no, indeed. No, wait, no, stop.
But you said,
Bam! Ouch! I'm done for! Mother! Ouch! Yes, sir, Brother Fox. I was born and bred in the briar patch. Yes, sir. Born and bred in the briar patch. Born and bred in the briar patch.
So now, it's Brer Fox's turn to feel humble come tumble. But old Brer Bear, he don't say nothing. And Brer Fox, he lay low. Mighty low. Sure enough.
That's another one, Uncle Remus. The one you told Daddy about Brer Frog having a tail.
And losing it?
That's it.
Well, then how can there be a tail when there ain't no tail? I can tell you, but that's another tale for another day. Hey, you better run along and get that pup something to chew on size my shoes.
Come on, Toby. How do you do? Hi, how are you? Howdy, come on. Pretty good, sure as you're born.
Just 'cause old Remus take your side, don't mean we ain't gonna get teachy. You wait and see. We're gonna tell on you. Yeah, go and tell Tempe, or maybe your grandma, or maybe even your mom.
Go ahead. I don't care. You can tell Aunt Tempe. You can tell Grandma. You can even tell my mama. But whatever you do, don't tell your mom.
Why not?
Just don't tell her, that's all. If you do, it'll be awful. Ain't that what Brer Rabbit did to Brer Fox? Being little, Without much strength, we're supposed to use our heads instead of our foots.
Now, I don't want to hear no more about it. That's Ginny's dog. And if she wants to give it away, 'tain't none of your business.
I'll get even with that, Johnny. He'll find out. Thinks he's so smart. It wasn't his fault. He told us not to tell our mom. Yeah, 'cause that's just what he wanted us to do.
Sooner or later you're gonna be coming around. I betcha that I catch ya. You wait and see. Sooner or later you're gonna be hanging around. I betcha if I catch ya, you'll hear from me. You're gonna knock on my door. You've done it before. Matter of factly, I don't know exactly when. But sooner or later you're gonna be hanging around and want my cooking again. You're gonna knock on my door. You done it before. Matter of factly, I expected you exactly then. 'Cause sooner or later I know you'll be hanging around and want my cooking again. But you ain't gonna get it. All is managed to come calling on Bacon Day and toting in 3 or 4 measly little pieces of firewood. Some folks does the work while others just visit. Sit around whittling and telling stories like Brer Fox and Brer Rabbit. Stick his nose in this here kitchen, and we have Brer Rabbit stew.
Sis Temple, I said it before, I says it now, and I says it again. There never was a better cook in these here parts than nowhere else.
You ain't pulling no wool over my eyes. Here.
What y'all doing around here anyhow? We wants to see Miss Sally. Yeah. What you want to see her about? About our dog. Yeah.
Well, it ain't their dog. It's Johnny's.
No, it ain't.
What's that?
When he brung it here, Miss Sally told him to take it right straight back where he got it.
Why, that little scam. Where you going?
To get Miss Sally.
Oh. Ain't I done told you to stop pestering folks about that mangy old puppy? Now go on home. Go on before I gets fractious.
We ain't going till we sees Miss Sally. Yeah.
Miss Sally ain't got no time to be bothered with you. And she don't want to hear no talk about that dog neither.
What's this all about?
Johnny's got our dog and we...
Dog? You don't mean that little puppy?
Yes'm. Johnny took it down to old Remus so she wouldn't know.
Is that right, Uncle Remus?
Well, you see, Miss Sally,
I see. Uncle Remus will get your dog back to you. Now run along, please.
You gonna whip Johnny? You oughta. Johnny said he didn't care if we told you, but not to tell our Ma. And when we told her, she gave us a whooping.
Lord, Miss Sally, Johnny didn't mean no harm. He just trying to be like Brer Rabbit. I told him a tale about the tar baby, and he just got a little bit too bodacious and outreached himself, that's all.
Uncle Remus, I'm trying my best to bring up Johnny to be obedient and truthful. But you and your stories are making that very difficult. I think maybe it would be better if he didn't hear any more for a while.
Well, Miss Sally, the stories ain't done no...
They only confuse him. Now, I know you mean well, Uncle Remus, but Johnny's too young.
Miss Sally...
I'll have to ask you not to tell him any more.
Yes, Miss Sally.
Well, what else could I have done, Mama? I can't just overlook it. He has to learn to mind.
That's very true, but without Uncle Remus and his stories, the child would be utterly desolate. He needs something to hold on to.
Well, he has his mother and his grandmother.
We're not enough, Sally. The boy must have friends. And if it's not Uncle Remus or the Favors children, then it must be someone else, someone of his own age. That's just good common sense.
What are you tracking through here for anyway? Ain't I done told you about messing around my kitchen?
Johnny?
Yes, Mama?
You know what next Tuesday is?
Of course, my birthday.
That's right, dear. And what happens then?
I get presents.
And a birthday party. Would you like that?
A party? Sure.
With lots of nice little boys and girls?
Can I ask Jenny?
Well, there'll be so many other children, dear,
That one more won't make any difference.
Gee, thanks. Will Daddy come?
Well, dear, I'll write and ask him.
Oh, boy. Teensy! Here, Teensy! Teensy! Where are you? Uncle Remus, a present for Teensy. Where's Teensy?
He's gone.
Gone? Then we gotta find him. Something might happen to him if he runs around loose.
He ain't running around loose.
Then where is he?
He's back at the Favors. That's why belongs to you knows it.
Teensy my dog. He's mine. Jenny gave him to me, and you said...
Never mind what I said. Your ma told you to take that dog back where he come from, and you ain't done it. She don't like that. I don't blame her.
But he wasn't bothering anybody.
She your ma. She knows what's best for you.
But I love him. He loves me. You shouldn't have done it, Uncle Remus. Jake will drown him. I know he will.
Ain't no use you carrying on. Puppy's gone, and that's that.
You don't even care. Teenshy's gone, and you don't care at all.
Don't make no difference whether I does or whether I don't. I'm just a wore-out old man what ain't no good to nobody.
But Uncle Remus, you're the best friend I have.
Maybe so. But I'm that pestered I don't know whether I'm end upwards or end downwards. But I does know this. I ain't gonna be telling you no more stories.
But don't forget what she says when you does it.
Pleased to meet you.
That's the girl. Now, you looks pretty enough to go anywhere.
Jenny! Come on, we're late.
Jenny, don't forget your manners.
Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Gee, I thought you were never coming. Pa didn't get home at the thread, and Ma had an awful time finishing my dress. Like it? brand new. It was Ma's wedding dress. Are we gonna have cake? Of course, we're eating it right now. But there'll be plenty left. What do you do at a party besides have cake? Oh, lots of things. Play games and get presents. Do I get a present? Sure, everybody does. Of course, I get the most. I get the most. Go on home. Go on home. I'll tell Ma. I'll tell Ma. Don't pay any attention to him, Ginny. Don't pay any attention to him, Ginny. Wet it. Pretty strings. Stop it. Now look what you've done. You spoil everything. Ouch! Don't stop! Make it let go! Make it let go! Let's make it let go! Joe! Get him up! Get him off, Joe! Get him up! We'll get you out! Don't stop!
All right, get off of him. Come on, son, get off of him. Get off of him. Now, you two get along. And don't let me catch you pestering around these children no more. And I means it.
Jenny! Jenny! Gee, Jenny, please don't cry. We can still go to the party. If you wanna. I'll clean off your dress. You're just making it worse. It wasn't much of an old party anyway. I know what. I'll tell you a story about Burr Rabbit. Now, let me see. About this here Burr Rabbit. He was the most bodacious critter in the whole world. Anyway, the critters was all having a big party. Please don't, Jimmy, please.
Bless my soul. What's this?
Ginny can't go to the party.
Oh, that's a shame. It sure is. But don't you cry, honey. Old Uncle Remus will take care of you. You better run along and find Sis Tappy to clean you up before your ma sees you.
Uncle Remus, I don't want to go.
Of course you do. Miss Sally's gone to a heap of trouble with this party.
I know. But Daddy didn't come, and Ginny's all dirty. Please, Uncle Remus.
Move over, honey. I've got troubles, too. Of course, I've had troubles before, but there ain't none of us ever had troubles like poor little Brer Rabbit. I remembers one time he had more troubles than all three of us rolled in the water. Yes, sir, there he was, way down in Brer Fox's cave, and it looked like his time done run out for sure. 'Cause Brer Rabbit, he done used up his whole bag of tricks.
You done played your last trick on me, Brer Rabbit. You sure have. Yes, sir. You done played your last trick on me. Here, pull that knot.
You sure looks mighty good in that bow tie, Brer Rabbit. Yes, sir. You looks mighty good in that bow tie. Don't you look good in that bow tie, Brer Bear? I ain't never seen nobody look that good in the bow tie before. He all dressed up for dinner.
Yeah, for dinner.
Yes, sir. He really dressed up for dinner.
For my dinner. 'Cause I'm gonna barbecue you this very minute. On that fire.
That's terrible.
Huh? Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Brer Brother Rabbit. Maybe I better explain something to you. I said I was gonna roast you on that fire. Now, is that something to laugh about?
Well, I can't help laughing, Brother Fox. I just been to my laughing place. And every time I start thinking about my laughing place, I
Yeah, Brother. What's a laughing place?
Oh, that's just a secret place I knows about.
Well,
You keep out of this, Brother Rabbit. It's another one of his tricks. That rabbit's just trying to...
where is this laughing place at?
Now, how can I show you where it is when I was all tied up like this?
Well, I'll untie you.
You keep your big paws off that rabbit. He's mine, I'm gonna roast him. I'm gonna roast him right now. Right on this fire. I'm gonna...
Now, I want to see that laughing place.
Boy, am I in love. I think about my laughing place. Everybody's got a laughing place to go.
That rabbit's just trying to...
Turn it upside down and you'll find your side. Boy, am I in love.
I think about that laughing place. Hey, yuck. Everybody's got a laughing place
to go. Take a frown, turn it upside down, and you'll find your side.
Now look here, Brother Rabbit. It's gonna fall off. Now look here, Brother Rabbit. It's gonna fall off. I ain't
But
gonna
I
roast that. No,
wanna-
stop. One more step.
But
No, you don't. This is one of his tricks. But you nothing. That rabbit just making a fool out of you, you fool.
He is?
Of course he is. There ain't no such thing as a laughing place.
There ain't?
Of course not. Come on now, let's take it home. We'll have some more.
Wait a minute. That is the laughing place.
Oh, where?
Right through there.
That rabbit's just trying to...
Me first. Yeah. Me first. Yeah. Hey, there ain't nothing in here except beans.
You sure done made a fool out yourself this time? Yes, sir. You sure done made a fool out yourself. I ain't never seen nobody look that silly, boy. You know what they
You said this was a laughing place. And I ain't laughing.
I didn't say it was your laughing place. I said it was my laughing place, Brother Bear.
I wish I had a laughing place. Me too.
What makes you think you ain't? Of course you got a laughing place.
Really, Uncle Remus? Really?
Everybody's got one. The trouble is, most folks won't take time to go look for it.
Where's mine?
Well, now that I can't exactly say. Because where it is for one mightn't be where it is for another.
Come on, Jimmy. Let's start looking.
Johnny, where have you been?
Well,
Look at your clothes. What in the world have you been doing? The party's all over, dear. You weren't even there to tell your guests goodbye.
Uncle Remus told us a story about Brewer Rabbit. You got a laughing place there? Uncle Remus says everybody's got one. Pleased to meet you.
I sure is sorry, Miss Sally.
No, it's my fault. I should have known you couldn't stop telling your stories. I don't like to say this, Uncle Remus, but from now on, I want you to stay away from Johnny. You understand? Completely away.
Yes.
Let the rain pour down. Let the cold wind blow. Gonna stay right here in the home I know. When you're aching with the misery and you're old and gray, then you better be thankful that he let you stay. Let you stay to see the children.
Oh, I knows. I'm just a wore-out old man what don't do nothing but tell stories. But they ain't never done no harm to nobody. And if they don't do no good, how come they last so long? This here's the only home I knows. I was gonna whitewash the walls, too. But not now. Time done run out.
Uncle Remus, is Johnny? Uncle Remus, what you doing?
I was going away. To Atlanta.
You sure I got a laughing place. Of course, didn't Uncle Remus say so? Look! Oh, that's just your house. But Paul's home. I'm going to tell him about Brer Rabbit. He'll laugh like anything. Where'd he go, Mama?
I don't know, son.
Then why'd you leave? Why?
I'm afraid Mother's to blame.
Miss Sally, Uncle Remus got away. He's getting in the wagon. Uncle Remus, wait! Uncle Remus!
the stars and the moon and the sun. More faith in him. He numbered the sparrows that fall every morn. More and more faith in him. My Savior, all I want. All I want. More and more faith in him.
Toby, what is it?
It's Johnny, sir. He got hurt by that bull.
Mr. John.
How is he?
Well, he's out of his head, son, talking like his little heart's about to break. You see, Mr. John, he was cutting through the bull pasture, trying to stop Uncle Remus from going away.
Angel, have mercy on this little child. More and more faith in him. He's only been here such a mighty little while. More and more faith in
Son, Daddy's here.
Uncle Remus, come back, Uncle Remus, come back.
Johnny? Johnny?
Uncle Remus, please.
Uncle Remus.
The smoke was coming out of the chimney, and the light from the lamps was a shining soft. Inside the house, the kettle was singing over the fire. On the hearth, the cricket was a jigging to the tune. Yes, sir. Things was mighty satisfaction, 'cause Brer Rabbit done come back to his laughing place with the folks all around him what belonged to
Uncle Remus.
And that night, he was the happiest Brer Rabbit. And that was the laughingest place in the whole wide world.
Daddy. Mama, Daddy's here. Mama.
She's right here, son.
Yes, darling, it's all right.
Mama, make him stay, please.
Wait a minute, son. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay right here, where I belong.
Honest?
Honest. And we'll have more fun than Brer Rabbit himself.
And we'll have the laughingest place in the whole wide world.
And that's the truth.
Miss Doshi, things are looking mighty satisfaction. Mighty satisfaction.
Zippity-yay, my, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine in my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. And if shoulder, everything is satisfactory. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
Howdy, children. How do you do?
Oh, hello there, Brer
Hi,
Rabbit. Brer Rabbit.
Yes, sir. This here's one of them zippity-doo-dah days for sure. Zip, 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 zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
My, oh, my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine head my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder.
It's the truth. It's actual. Everything is satisfaction.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.